It is now my honor to welcome Gann Academy's head of school, Dr. Dahlia Hockman, to deliver the keynote address to the graduates of the class of 2021.
Gann Academy seniors. On February 18th, 2021, while you were entering your final months of high school and the world was mostly focused on COVID-19, NASA landed its most ambitious operation to date on the planet Mars. Do you remember that? All right, let's take a look.
We are starting the straighten up and fly right maneuver in preparation for parachute deploy. The navigation has confirmed that the parachute has deployed and we are seeing significant deceleration. Skycrane maneuver has started. About 20 meters off the surface.
We're getting signals from MRO.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
Looks like we're getting the first image.
This is the most amazing thing. This is what NASA does. This is what we can do as a country.
Dr. Swati Mohan, NASA's Guidance and Controls Operations Lead, narrated the landing with these words: "Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance has safely landed on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the signs of past life." Now, to us Earthlings, the Perseverance mission seems like the stuff of science fiction. But this momentous event that transpired during your most unusual senior year of high school is actually a beautiful metaphor for your upcoming launch, journey, and touchdown. An immigrant to the United States, Dr. Swati Mohan is 38 years old, and she recalls how she became interested in space exploration. Here's what she writes. "I remember watching my first episode of Star Trek at the age of 9 and seeing the beautiful depictions of the regions of the universe that they were exploring. I remember thinking, I want to do that. I want to find new and beautiful places in the universe." That's all well and good for a NASA engineer, but how can we imagine a place we have not yet seen? How do we plan a journey into the unknown while we are stuck in our bedrooms, crammed into a tiny electronic square on Zoom? Certainly, your class knows something about imagining the unknown. Unlike any other past seniors who visited colleges and went on those bucolic campus tours, you made choices about the future without ever seeing your destination. Last fall, you came to me and you said, "Doc Hock, all these colleges, they look the same. I'm so confused. What do I do? How do I make a good choice?" And I said to you, look inward. Ask yourself, what makes you happy? I challenge you to think about the moments in life when you have been the most fulfilled. Because when you are imagining the unknown, it is always helpful to start with yourself. Similarly, 35-year-old NASA engineer Aaron Yazzie writes about how he designed the drill bits for the Mars rover. Yazzie, who is Navajo, imagined Mars to be like the rust-colored deserts he grew up in the Navajo Nation of northern Arizona. When stumped with an engineering problem, Yazzie daydreamed about playing on the mesas of his childhood, and he remembered the look and feel of Arizona's red rocks. He had to first go inward, into himself, to envision the right design for drilling on Mars. It was the familiar, not the foreign, that enabled a successful exploration. I don't know how many of you will be traveling to Mars this year, at least, maybe next year. But I do know that each and every one of you are going out there to explore strange and new lands. I urge you to find your red rocks, the rocks that bridge the familiar with the unfamiliar. These red rocks for you are the passions and the relationships that you have developed here at GAN. Your inspired Ma'avar projects have explored loneliness in the elderly and what makes human beings happy. You have documented important family histories for future generations. You have dazzled us with your artistry and your creativity. You have expressed yourself with truly exceptional and delicious cooking. You have advocated for environmental rights and disability education. And you have approached these endeavors with the ingenuity and the technological savvy that is unique to your generation, and dare I say, unique to this class of 2021. And Heating Aaron Yazzie, remember the 35-year-old NASA engineer from Northern Arizona, I encourage you to find your red rocks, and I suspect that one of those red rocks will be the Jewish community. Whether that means participating in Hillel, or teaching at a local Hebrew school, or attending a Shabbat dinner, Jewish traditions and Jewish community will be your familiar beacons wherever you go. Because of your experience at GAN, you will recognize the language, the music, the rituals, and the connections that you find in these familiar places. So I have to admit, I'm pretty obsessed with this Perseverance mission. I know it's really nerdy, but I've been reading like everything about it. And I found out that the 7 minutes of entry, descent, and landing after entering the atmosphere are called by NASA engineers the 7 minutes of terror. And the liminal space in these 7 minutes between one planet and another, these 7 minutes are the focus of 20 years of work at NASA. 7 minutes, 20 years of work. It is fitting then that in the season of graduation, we are reading the 4th book of the Torah, Bamidbar, the book of Numbers, because it is in the liminal space between Egypt and the land of Canaan that the Israelites travel in the desert for 40 years. It is in the wilderness that people of Israel develop their true identity. Rabbi Shefa Gold writes about Bamidbar the following quotation: "The wilderness, the place you're about to go, is the place of your journey. The harsh inner reality of the wilderness purifies whatever traces of enslavement we still carry. The wilderness will scare out all our old ghosts and send them forth from the shadows into the full light of awareness. In the wilderness, we are stripped of our disguises. Defenses fall away. Each part within us is forced to show its true face." GAN Academy, class of 2021, the next stage of your life is your own personal Bamidbar, your own 7 minutes of entry, descent, and landing. And as you prepare to leave this very unusual world of the past 16 months and travel through the wilderness to the unfamiliar land, know that you are launching from a strong foundation that you have built here at GAN. My students, may you lean on your red rocks, the passions, the interests, and the relationships you have developed over 4 years. May you find comfort and strength in Jewish wisdom and Jewish community. May you hold on tight to the love of your family and to the tremendous faith they have in you. And may the extraordinary sacrifices of the faculty and staff of GAN Academy during this COVID year serve as an example for you how to rise in the face of a challenge. On behalf of the teachers, of the staff, of all of the families, of the trustees, and the entire Jewish community of Boston, I wish you mazal tov on the completion of your preparation and bahatzlacha, good luck as you get ready for your journey. Seniors, it's time for lunch. And now, I will call upon my colleague, Rabbi Hillel Green. Now, Rabbi Green, to offer you all the special bracha for the Kohanim.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God shine God's face upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God lift up God's face to you and grant you peace. And let us say, Amen.